Hello, followers of Olivier's channel. How are you? I'm Sean Mahar, Olivier's friend. And so me and Olivia have been keeping up with Survivor Worlds Apart all season long. This Wednesday is going to be the finale of the show, so we're going to talk about our opinions of the final 5 castaways and what we think their odds are of who's going to win. Either way, it's going to be a very interesting finale, so tune in Channel 8 at 8 o'clock on Wednesday, May 20th, to find out who wins Survivor. All right, Olivia, who should we start off with?
Your choice, man. Your choice.
All right, let's start off with the person who's the most underdog, Mike. All season long, Mike has followed the policy of work hard and you shall be rewarded, and it has worked out for him. He wanted to find the idol, he worked his ass off for it, he found it. So Mike's determination is something that he does have going for him, and he's a good guy. I think the disadvantages are people know he's a threat. He's won 3 challenges, so I mean, as much as it'll help him win other challenges, the minute he loses, they are going to vote him out. So Mike is in a really hard position in the game at this point. Olivia, what are your thoughts of Mike's odds of winning this game?
He does have a pretty strong chance of winning because if he wins the last challenge, he's staying. And he's probably going to say either Carolyn or Rodney are going to have to go home. Because if he wants to win the game, he's going to have to be with either Sierra or Will, because no one's going to vote for them probably because they haven't made any moves.
But odds are, if Mike does go to the end of the game, he's winning this game.
Yeah, because of his challenge performance, plus him finding an idol, and then him attacking everyone on Dan. That's probably what he's going to be winning for.
I think he could win, but he will have to win the next 2 challenges too.
Oh, yeah, you're correct. He'll have to win all the challenges to stay. And Carolyn will have to win.
Speaking of Carolyn, she was my next topic. She is our second most underdog at this point in the game, because last night, in case you didn't see it, what a crazy tribal council. Mike wins immunity, then Dan plays the extra vote. Carolyn whips out the idol, negates 5 votes, so Carolyn's got a pretty good sense that in that, of the 4 left, she is on the bottom. So I think her best move is to work with, Mike. She might as well. He's her best friend at this point.
That's because of the biggest threats is why. I mean, like, if Mike loses, he goes home. If Carolyn loses, Mike wins, Carolyn goes. That's how it's going to be.
I mean, let's face it, Carolyn is a good challenge competitor. She's won 2 individual immunities. And B, she's played a very good strategic game. I mean, you don't find an idol on day 3 and keep it all the way to day 35 unless you played a very good strategic game and you didn't need to use the idol until that point. So Carolyn's, very smart. And like other times, she was in danger and she didn't play the idol and it worked out for her, and then she knew when to play it. Carolyn can read other people a little bit, I think. She can read their strategy. She's a very smart woman, and she does have the chance to win this game if she goes to the end of it. But I think if they will vote her out if she does lose, if Mike wins. And so I think Carolyn does have a chance to win this game, but she will have to work very hard for it. She will have to win challenges. She will have to get herself in the right alliance at any time. Now, it might also work out for Carolyn and Mike. Carolyn and Mike would be 2 if they did decide to align. This is just my theory. They're 2 in a game of 5. So Will, Sierra, and Rodney are together, but all it takes is just one person to flip, and then we're ending the game with the whole new alliance system working. And they could try and get one of those 3 flip. Sierra, oh my God, Sierra was pissed off at the Rodney and all the blue collar men, Mike, Rodney. So it's going to be like a total question of which one she hates more. But if you do remember back to the last episode before the merge, she joined Mike's alliance in voting out Joaquin. So you never know what's going on. And the night Tyler went home, she was one of the people that voted for Tyler as opposed to Mike. So I think that the odds are not likely that they could flip someone, but then again, I can't predict anything for total in a game of surprises. That is Survivor. That is a strategic playing field where anybody can win. That is evident by the fact that people from each of the collars, white collar, blue collar, and no collar, are still left in this game. This is anybody's game. Alright, so now let's go on to our next player. This is going to be a hard player to just discuss, so I'll get her out of the way next. Sierra. The reason I say Sierra is a hard player to predict is because most of the time she has been kind of quiet for the most part of the game. She hasn't made any real big moves. She hasn't really got any arguments with people. She hasn't really done anything much to stand out in this game. She was in a bad position before the tribe switch because once Lindsay went home, Sierra knew she was in a bad position, excuse me. She knew that she was on the bottom of that blue collar alliance, but then when everything flipped, and Dan and Mike had to kiss her ass, otherwise she would have voted for them. So, Sierra. Advantages. The fact she's quiet, she hasn't pissed anybody off. But, she could go to the end, you could argue that. Disadvantages for Sierra is, like I said before, the fact that she hasn't really done anything all game that makes her deserving to win. However, in the finale, big moves can be made. Clearly, last season's finale showed that the finale is still an opportunity to make big moves. This game is not over yet. So, I think I'm not ruling Sierra out of this. I think she could win it. I think Sierra could be one of those quiet winners who hasn't done much all game, and then she gets to the end, and you realize she's the most deserving player. How did this happen? So I think we could, if Sierra wins, it could be one of those scenarios. Okay, our next player, Will. Okay, let's get the easier one out of the way. The disadvantages for Will. He sucks in challenges. He's already got Shireen pissed off with him, despite the fact that he did a good deed and she kind of turned that around on him. I don't think he kind of overacted, but I might do the same thing in his shoes. But it's not going to fare well for him. He doesn't have a good social game. He doesn't have a good strategic game. He's done nothing. He sucks in challenges. Will is someone who's probably going to go to the end because people are pretty sure that they can beat him. The advantages that Will has. He's the last no-collar left, so the no-collars, the free spirits, They don't conform to anybody's rules. Oh, excuse me again. So yeah, I think Will has a shot. Like I said with Sierra, the finale is still an opportunity to make big moves. If Will can do that, then Will might just be in a situation where he could be a millionaire. You never know. Which brings us to our last of the finalists, Rodney. Besides Carolyn and Mike, I do think Rodney would be the next most deserving to win this game. I think he's more deserving than Carolyn, to be honest with you. He did. He organized that alliance since the beginning of the game. Although his plan of picking off the blue collars hasn't exactly worked out for him, Disadvantages. He hasn't been on our award, which is sad, but he needs to shut up and stop whining for himself about it. I'm getting sick of hearing Rodney play the violence for himself. Alright, dude, you didn't win an award. What the hell you want me to do about it? Why should these people have to give it up? They earned it. It's not your reward. Well, it's my birthday. You should have known you were going to Survivor on your birthday. They tell you what months you're going away for. So, come on. Really. Ronnie's hot-headed. I think he does more of the talking before the thinking, which so do I. Although, I can be a man of good thought. I do know how to think. So if Rodney could shut up a little bit, he could find himself in a good situation. But trying to vote on Carolyn, That wasn't right. I mean, he cannot let his petulance, anger, get in the way of his good strategic judgment. If he does that, this is Rodney's game to lose. But if he does make the wrong decision, and either of these last 2 tribal councils, Rodney could cost himself $1 million. Alright, we've discussed all 5 players. I think this is, and whoever wins is going to end up being a very good finale. I'm sure there are still a lot of interesting moves still to be made. I can't wait. This was a good season, very good cast. None of the players quit. This is the first time since Caramoan that none of the players quit. And this is the first season since South Pacific. All of the players were voted out or made it to the end so far. So, you know, they're all in it to win it. And every time an idol was played, it was played successfully. Jen had to play when Jen played the idol, she had the most votes. Mike played his, he had the most votes. And Carolyn played hers last night, she had the most votes. So these guys have played excellent games. What a wonderful cast for the 30th season of Survivor. And I just can't wait to see how it ends. Comment, maybe, tell us what you think. Alright, enjoy, guys.